Welcome back to Slushie Review. This is Keith.
And this is Chris.
And today, post slap or snap, we are talking about Sonic 2. Is there like a different name for it? Or is it just Sonic 2?
Just Sonic 2.
So Sonic 2.
Sonic 2 and Knuckles. I don't know.
Sonic 2 colon
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. You knew I was gonna say it. Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, it's been a minute. But you know, we're back. We're cool. We're hip. We're just happening.
We're like a bad penny. We always turn up.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Either way.
I don't know what it means. I don't know
either. But I like
It's
it.
one of those old sayings that people said in old movies.
Same.
Those hard-boiled detectives. See.
Plus you know much see. Go at your own story, damn it. But either Sonic 2, we ended our non-pandemic. We started the pandemic watching Sonic, to be fair.
Yeah, that was the last movie we saw in theater before.
We saw it in theaters. This is the first one we saw in the theater, but this is the first one we've seen in theaters since No Way Home.
Yeah.
Right? I think so. But it's been a minute. But we're back now. So, today we're drinking some good slushies. I had pina colada blue raspberry. Was that blue raspberry?
The blue one was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know what else it would be, but yeah, you're right.
Say, what's red? Didn't you have some
And then
red in yours?
I added cherry because
Okay.
I had the wrong top. And then I was like, oh, there's more room all of a sudden.
Yeah, you got to get that dome top and then
Same.
put the nozzle in the lid and fill it up.
And of course, you don't think about if it's clean or not. So easy peasy.
It's got to be cleaner than that fucking towel was. They probably used to clean the nozzle. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they probably use to clean the nozzle.
It wasn't even by the Slurpee machine. It was by like the coffee and nachos or some shit, because those go together.
Sometimes. Not in my life.
No,
yeah, you're right.
Cause, not in my life either, because I don't drink coffee.
Same.
It's gross.
But yeah, so what'd you get?
I was in my mind. I was like, ooh, I should get cherry and blue raspberries swirled together for Sonic and Knuckles. And then I got there, like, I don't fucking want that. So I got my old standby, cherry cola, cherry Coke. Because, come on. Because I know what I'm about.
Like, I didn't want that.
I know what I'm about, son. Also, I just ate like a whole fucking box of fruity candy at the movie.
Nice.
I was like, I need something cola-y, I don't know, to break it up.
I was about to say, isn't it still sugar?
Yeah. I need different kind of sugary flavors.
I was just thinking, you're like, I just had a whole bunch of candy, so now I need more
Soda.
sugar. Yeah, soda.
Yeah, I need a soda instead.
You know how you get when you drink soda. But yeah.
Get that sugar in you.
You gotta
get all,
sleep in a bed with me.
get all antsy in the pantsy. God. He wets the bed.
That was, I was about to call him Steven Steels. No, that was Wallace. Oh, good Wallace. I'm watching Scott Pilgrim this
Home
week.
Alone. You did?
No, I am.
Okay.
I am. I made up my mind. When I go
Nice.
to work tomorrow, I'm gonna download Scott Pilgrim on my phone so I can watch it at work. Seems like a good time.
There you go. That's always a good time.
How could it not be? The soundtrack alone, which I listen to, it's on my Spotify. Chef Kiss.
Scott Pilgrim's a good movie.
Easy peasy. Chef Kiss. But she got a little shy. So that's what he says. It's like, have you guys kissed yet? We held hands once. But
She got shy. God. So what are you now, like 30, Scott?
it's saying, listen, to be fair, talk about a movie not aging well. Oh my God. I didn't even think about it either. I did, but I watched it like knowing that I love this movie. And I was like, huh. He is 22.
He's a creep.
She is 17.
Yeah.
Garbage truck is on.
Creep. Yeah.
I was just like, that's literally how it worked in my mind. I was like, huh. Okay, all right. Well. And then I thought about it. I was like, Scott Pilgrim, in the context of the movie, was never the good guy. And I was like, huh, okay.
To himself, he was.
Facts.
But he was like,
I mean, personally, he knew he rocked. But
yeah. You know, they rocked as a group. I forget if he said as a group or as a unit. I forget.
Something.
I forget.
So yeah, he was never a good guy. Somebody pointed that out to me, and I was like, okay, that doesn't make me feel so bad. And to be fair, I do like Scott.
Like everyone else was telling him that he was a dirtbag for doing that, so it was never
Well,
like a secret.
Kim was.
Except for
Kim and his sister was your favorite. Little Anna Kendrick on the brain.
No.
Sorry.
Not on mine.
Anna Kendrick on the brain.
Never happens to me.
I forgot that you hate her. I didn't forget.
I don't hate her.
Remembered. I thought you said you do.
I don't love her. I don't like her.
I don't love her. Don't like her.
I don't
like her.
I don't hate her.
I loathe her.
She's not on my mind enough.
That's fair.
She doesn't have enough space in my mind to occupy, to take up.
What were we watching? And you and Lydia were like, I was like, damn. It was probably Scott Pilgrim. It was probably
about her.
We were watching Scott Pilgrim.
I mean, when I see something that offends me, I take offense.
That's fair. Didn't know you're so passionate.
I'm not. I have no passion in my life. I'm dead inside.
Damn.
I'm dead inside. And outside.
That's not okay, Chris. That's not okay.
There's no cream filling inside of this hollow chocolate shell. White chocolate shell.
This is getting too far. We're straying too far away from God's words.
Nope. Too far.
I said that to her. I said that to Lydia yesterday. I was like, too far. Because she had no clue what I was talking about. Because I started off the conversation. I go, when you think about it, why would they build a pond in the middle of the... But no. I've been there before. She was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know.
You walk much?
Too far.
Nope. Too far.
I haven't seen that episode. I haven't seen anything about the episode. It literally just crossed my mind. And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know. This is why I take pills.
It happens. Baby.
Speaking of,
hey,
keep it right back to it.
And we're back on the movie.
All right. Sonic 2. So right after these messages, we will be back with the cast and the plot from your favorite neighborhood slushy reviewers. Thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you follow us at Slushie Review on Twitter at Slushie Review. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search Slushie Review. We pop up. We're the first result. And then check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, coming soon, Instagram. Follow us on IG.
The gram.
At Slushie Review Podcast.
Yes.
We just started it. Need some followers. Need some likes. All right, welcome back. And we will go with the cast with Young Chris.
All right, Sonic 2. All right. So the star of the picture. Okay, first off, IMDb has some thing about putting these people in weird orders. Star of the picture, Ben Schwartz as Sonic. Number 1. He's like the third down the list.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Ben Schwartz as Sonic is the star of the picture.
Damn.
Jean-Ralphio, the star of the picture. Returning. Also returning, Jim Carrey, Dr. Robotnik, a.k.a. Dr. Eggman. Amazing. He's number 1, but I'm not going to get to him yet.
I felt like you were just waiting.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And then the other real stars of this movie, Idris Elba as Knuckles. Amazing. And Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails. Amazing.
And who is Colleen O'Shaughnessy?
She's a voice actor.
No, I know. I just meant for the people, not for me. I know who she is.
She's Tails.
She's Tails in the game. right?
Yes.
Or the cartoon.
In the movie, and for the last, I looked her up the other day. For the past few years, she has been Tails in shows and games. And prior to her being Tails, she was other Sonic characters.
Yeah.
So
That's
like,
awesome.
So like she's been Tails for like the last several years.
Because I
thought
everything.
I
thought it was you who told me like, oh, they got the original actor for Tails, and I was like, oh, okay, nice.
No, I misspoke when I said the original, but like she is like the.
Oh,
current,
she's not the original.
No, but she's like the current. She's the reigning defending champion.
Okay, I didn't know.
She's the current champion.
I guess I took your word for it. I was like, oh, hey.
Oh, that's a mistake.
Because you did tell me that, but I was set. So when I saw her name, I was like,
mistaken.
Hey, the original lady. I was like, nice. Like we were sitting in the movies, I was like, hey, good for her. Okay. I was wondering why. I was like, why?
If there's anybody who I would love to see show up in one of these movies, Urkel, Jaleel White, because he was the first person to voice Sonic in the old cartoons.
Wait a minute. What if he's spoiler alert?
I would like that. I would like that very much, but he doesn't sound like that. I mean, anyone can do a voice. I shouldn't say that.
I don't know. What
I shouldn't say
like.
Everyone can do a voice.
That's fair because I can't. Yeah, I can't.
We'll get there.
I could do Oscar.
The Grouch.
The Count. Because you're the Count.
He's purple, and he wears a lot of purple. Did you make this? Good job, Cookie Monster. we did that whole scene between you and I in another episode that I just listened to. Love it. Anywho, Carlino Shaughnessy, current, not original Tails, but current Tails. Better than I'll ever do in my life. Next up, James Marsden. Cyclops is back as Tom Wachowski. Tika Sumpter is back as Maddie Wachowski. That is not her picture on IMDb. I don't know who that man is. Somebody else who's apparently in this movie. Someone else who's in this movie who I'm not going to name because they're...
Oh, is it?
I don't care who they were.
Oh, okay.
Also returning, we have Natasha Rothwell as Rachel. Maddie's sister. We have Shamar Moore as Randall, the prospective husband, the fiancé, if you will.
Fair. I was wrong. I wasn't wrong. I thought he was somebody else.
Okay.
Shamar Moore. I thought he was another actor named Boris Cujo.
He's still 50.
He is 52 though.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
That man is cut up.
Yes. He was in a show, not NCIS. He was in Criminal Minds. That's where, but he's been.
He did look familiar.
Yeah, I never used to watch Criminal Minds, but he used to be a model, if that makes any sense. So.
Yeah, I probably saw him in the biz, you know.
I just because they called him handsome in the movies. He was a model.
Yeah, I knew him from a gig.
I'm assuming the shirt was one. Obviously,
fucking hideous fucking chub that I am. Next up, it's not even a party. It's just sad. Adam Pally as Wade. I apologize if I butcher your last name. Lee Majub as Agent Stone. Tom Butler as Commander Walters. After that, no one matters.
Long Claw. She was a voice.
Where'd she go?
She came back a little bit as a.
Okay.
Pass.
Donna J. Folks as Longclaw. I forgot she was in the first
She
one.
sounded way more familiar than who she is.
Yeah.
When I was listening, I was like, "Ooh, she sounds familiar," and then she wasn't to me. She does a lot of voice acting though.
Part of me just assumes sometimes when like I hear in like a big time movie like this, when I hear a voice actor, ooh, they must be super famous for something else. And sometimes it is. Sometimes it is just like not just, but like sometimes they're known for voice acting.
Facts.
And it's not like it's not every time like that's Bradley Cooper or it's as that raccoon or that's
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel as that tree. It's not always that, and I guess sometimes I assume it's that.
It's not.
But that's the cast
Okay.
of Sonic 2 because someone declined to speak first in their credit scene, so they will remain nameless. So, plot with Keith.
I'm so confused, but that's cool. Okay, so what are we talking about? The plot. Okay, Sonic 2. Sonic 2 is a sequel to Sonic 1.
And the prequel to Sonic 3.
Maybe. By the way, spoiler alert, since we haven't done it, even though I said it earlier a little bit, but that was just because he knew what I was talking about, not you guys. Spoiler alert, we're going to spoil Sonic 2 for any and everybody who listens. So there's that. But the plot of this movie is basically Robotnik is stuck on the Mushroom Planet. Sonic is on Earth enjoying his life because Robotnik is quote-unquote dead. And Donut Lord and his wife are planning to go to her sister's wedding, she was in the first one as well. And in the meantime, Robotnik is, as we see in the very beginning of the movie, Robotnik is trying to get off the Mushroom Planet. And he figures out a way to open up the portal somehow, some way. And who walks through the portal? Knuckles. Knuckles the Echidna. And he and Robotnik form a team. A symbiote, if you would say. Not really. But they...
Do you want to form an alliance with me?
Absolutely I do.
There it is.
So they form a team because Robotnik wants to get Sonic. Knuckles, the Echidna, wants to get Sonic because he thinks that he knows where the Emerald Gem is, which is the combination of the Chaos Emeralds. Is that what it's called?
The Master Emerald.
What's the little ones called?
Yeah, Chaos Emeralds.
Chaos Emeralds.
Yep.
They turn into the green one. The what was that called?
The Master Emerald.
The Master Emerald. And yes, so they want to collect the Infinity Stones, basically. And which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with. But yeah, basically, so Knuckles wants to have that so he can have the greatest power in the world. We come to learn that Longclaw, who was the overseer or the parental guide of Sonic in the first one, she dies in the first one. But we find out that I don't even know if she was an owl. The owls had a long time feud with the Echidnas because the Echidnas they were in control of the Chaos Emeralds, and then one warrior from their tribe would become the greatest power in the world. So the owls thought that no one should have that power, and they hid the emeralds, or they hid the main Master Gem so that they could find it. And the map that Sonic has been carrying around since the first one actually has the location of the emerald. So that's what Knuckles is here for. Then we find out that Tails also comes in because he's looking for his buddy Sonic. They don't know each other. He knows Sonic. Sonic doesn't know Tails. And Tails came in looking for Sonic to warn him that Knuckles was hot on his trail. Well, he sees Knuckles before he sees Sonic. And we find out that Knuckles is a fucking badass. As I already knew. I don't know if anybody else didn't know, but I knew. He is a badass, and I'm always picking him anytime. Let's see, what else? So Robotnik and Knuckles make it back to Earth, and then the battle to find the Master Emerald or the Master Gem ensues. And then at the end, we get a teaser for possibly Sonic 3. Yeah, but that's the plot. That's basically it. And yeah. Some friends become enemies, some enemies become friends. At the end, we all learn a lesson. So,
as we do.
So either way, that was a plot. That was a cast. So let's get into these likes and dislikes if we have any.
Let's do it.
Wink, wink. So let's go with likes first, Chris. Oh, you go first.
Okay. The first thing I wrote,
Right off the bat.
the rings from the Paramount Studios thing instead of the stars going around the thing. Because I think they did it in the first one.
They did do it in the first one for sure.
I liked it.
It's a good time.
I like it.
I didn't write it down, but every time I say, I'm like, yeah, it was a good
I
time.
like it. It's like personalized for this movie.
As it should be.
Yeah. That's my first like.
You can say your second one too, because
Second one.
it's happened at the same time.
Sega.
Sega.
Oh, it's the best song.
It is. That was the best thing about Sega. Let me tell you what they got right.
The two best things
The
about
logo.
Sega made it into these movies.
That's fair. Sonic.
and the song.
Literally, I wanted a Sega so bad, my entire life. And when I got older, they were on sale at one point at either Kmart or Target or something for like $30. I was like, I'm gonna go get one. I never did.
My oldest brother had one, and he didn't have Sonic. He had like Mortal Kombat and Road Rash, like the only games that he had.
To be fair, because I looked at it, because it was one of those Sega games where it's small and they have like 50 games on there.
Yeah.
So I thought I was gonna get it. I was like, ooh, I can fulfill my lifelong dream of having a Sega.
Like, they didn't make 50 Sonic games. What the fuck is this?
And then also, I looked at some of the games. I'm like, I'm gonna play this for 2 days and not fucking care about it anymore. Because I'm gonna get to a point. I'm not a gamer, guys. I'm not a gamer at all. I like to think I am. But then I start playing games and I get bored. So I don't know what to tell you. Something's wrong with me.
No.
But I'm gonna get to a Sonic level where I'm like, all right, this is enough. Just like I did with Mega Man. This is enough. Same thing I did with Metroid.
Oh,
Too much.
those are two very difficult.
Mega Man and Metroid?
Yes.
Yo, absolutely they are.
Tough.
Literally, the one episode, the one game of Mega Man I couldn't get by one board. You just had to jump a certain way, and I couldn't do it.
That's all of them, and it's all fucking hard with
Yeah.
like the blocks that disappear and reappear.
It wasn't that, but there was something on the ground that kept moving back and forth, and then you had to make it onto the second level somehow. Couldn't do it. I was like, well, that's the end of that. I never played that game again after that, and I had it on Game Boy, so I just stuck with Pokemon.
Oh, Game Boy ones are even harder because you couldn't fucking see anything.
Same. So I got really good at Pokemon, and then they came out with the cheat code, and I was like, yeah, now we like being OP. Either way, that's a whole other story. Listen, you know how many Master Balls and what was the other one above that?
Rare candies.
Rare candies, but what's the one above Master Ball?
That's it.
Was it Master Ball? Was it
Yeah. It was Ultra Ball, then Master
Ultra
Ball.
then Master? You know how many Master Balls I had? A ton.
Infinite. Same.
Infinity Wars. It was great.
Same.
Every Pokemon was mine. Every single one. And I still didn't collect them all. So,
Same.
because I had the red version, so fuck it. I didn't get a Sandshrew. Sorry, I took over your like.
Sandshrews are good Pokemon. Those are my first ones. The rings and Sega.
My first like Jim Carrey.
There you go.
Jim Carrey just being Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. He's great. He's just acting a fool.
Surprise.
He's being himself.
Surprise, he made my list also.
Yeah, fair.
I wrote
Because
Jim Carrey, of course.
how could you not? How could he not? And you know what's funny? I thought about watching last film and this film. I thought to myself, I was like, I wonder if there are going to be people who are like, Robotnik isn't the way he is in the game. And then I thought, those people would be stupid. Because this is a good way to go. Because, like, we don't get a lot of Robotnik. He's just a mean, angry scientist.
Yeah, like in the old games, he had no personality. No one had any fucking personality in the old games.
Same.
The only person who had personality was Sonic, and he had barely any because he would just like tap his foot if you waited too long to do anything. And that was it.
Yeah, that was it. That's true. But see, I didn't watch the cartoon, so I don't know what was happening with that. So I don't know if Robotnik had a personality or not.
Yeah, but it wasn't Jim Carrey. And if you can have a personality or Jim Carrey,
Same.
if you have Jim Carrey, you already have like a couple personalities.
I used to watch the Batman series after school. And the Riddler was a tall, skinny, runaway villain. Jim Carrey got on the screen, and I was like, okay, this is my favorite villain from now on. Still is. Sorry. I love Heath Ledger.
There you go.
Love me some Bane.
No, you don't have to explain yourself to me.
That's fair. I like the new Riddler for the most part. I didn't have a problem with it, I don't think. I like the new Joker. Spoiler alert. For the movie that's going to come out in 3 years because they haven't started filming it yet.
It's not possible. It's a spoiler alert at this point. Can't be.
But the Riddler? Two-Face? I was about to say Jack Nicholson. What was his name? Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah. Tommy, you almost said Tommy Davis.
Davis.
You got Ace Ventura 2 on the brain.
I loved it. But anyway, yeah, so Jim Carrey is my first like. I'll let you go.
Jim Carrey. I feel like you were probably getting annoyed with me during this movie because literally Jim Carrey did anything and I was fucking like,
I was dying.
I was stifling laughter at literally everything he did. Jim Carrey could have wiped his ass on screen and I would have thought it was hilarious because literally everything he did made me laugh in this movie. He did the goddamn floss dance and I laughed at it.
Same. I was not mad at it at all.
No, when he was controlling the spoiler alert, the giant robot at the end of it, he like was dancing. He was dancing and making it fucking do dumb shit. If he had done the floss dance then, I would have lost my mind because that robot would have been fucking doing it. I would have been like, this is irresponsible.
The robot was a lot.
He like grabbed his own leg and was like playing it like a fucking guitar. Amazing. When they were like auto tuning him after he had the Chaos Emerald power, and he was like auto tuning himself for one. He was like doing all that shit, and then he was like teleporting around, and his voice was all like deep and amazing. He was the best. All this the goofy shit that he was doing when he like slow mo. Oh, what did he grab from? Was it one of the rings? Or was it it wasn't the emerald, the compass thing.
Yeah, the compass.
Sonic went to throw it to Tails, and he just like slow-mo. They like slowed his voice down, and he just like grabbed it. And I was like, this movie is...
He was a maniac. But
fucking incredible.
Like, that's... I want... Like, he reminds me of... I don't know if you ever watched the show. Phineas and Ferb. You ever watch that show?
I have not.
Okay, so I have a kid. I used to watch it. I've watched it since my kid's been growing up, so it's a good show. It's funny as shit. But they have there's the bad guy of the show. The two main characters are kids. They invent stuff. They have like mental level whatever. They invent time machines and shit like that. They don't have any bad guys in their story, right? Because they're just kids. They invent stuff, and then somehow it gets like tore down or like disappears or flies away, whatever they invent, before their mom gets home. They go, oh, where'd he go? Oh, well, it's another day of summer. Their pet platypus is a secret agent. And so he's a platypus during the day and he doesn't make any noise. He has like cross eyes. He doesn't say anything. And then when they start inventing stuff, he puts on like a hard-boiled detective hat, like the little brown hat with the little whatever. And
fedora.
He turns into Perry the Platypus, and he's a fucking detective. He's a secret agent, and he goes after the evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz. And Doofenshmirtz is hilarious because everything's a nader. So like this microphone will be the microphone-inator, or the microwave-inator. Like that's it. All of his inventions are that. It's so terrible. It's the great. But he reminds me of Jim Carrey.
Okay.
He's super skinny. He's terrible, and he has a daughter who hates him. Like, and then like one time she even pointed out, like, that's just a platypus with a hat on. She's like, no, that's Perry. Perry takes off his hat and he's like, who's this platypus? Like the doctor, he goes, why is there a platypus there? He puts on a hat. Perry, where'd you come from?
Fuck out of here.
It's the best. It's the best. But he reminds me of Robotnik.
Okay.
They're both dumb as shit.
I need to watch this show then.
It's a fun show.
Okay.
The intro, I could sing it. I'm not. But the intro's pretty good, though. They have like a whole guitar solo and everything. It's good. Either way.
Yeah, Jim Carrey was amazing in this movie.
Yeah, same. Your next like?
All right, my next one that I wrote was. Some of the shit's out of order because at one point I was just watching the movie.
Oh, same.
But the next thing I wrote, Sonic can't swim / the bubble.
Ooh, I wrote the air bubble.
It's iconic.
It is.
The air bubble is iconic. Iconic enough for one that they put it in the fucking movie.
They did.
They made a point of putting it in the movie.
I'm so happy they did it.
Great.
I told Chris I had a dream that they were going to do it, and I'm happy they did it.
The only thing missing was that terrifying music that plays when you're about to fucking drown.
I was hoping.
If that had played, I would have gotten anxiety in that movie theater.
Same.
But I was wondering if they were going to do the bubble, because when like Knuckles was drowning, he did like one big bubble came out of him, and I was like, that's the reverse. Are they gonna? And then Sonic was like, fuck it, I'm gonna die. I'll just get in there. And he like breathed in an air bubble. I was like, they did it. They did the thing.
They did the thing. It was great.
Iconic.
When Sonic was like water, I was like, yes. Yes. I was like, you can swim, sir. You can't. But I'm like, you can get an air bubble. Get an air bubble. Oh my God. I can only imagine. I can only think about looking for an air bubble at this point. Because they don't come regularly. They're out of nowhere. You're like looking around, like, fuck those coins. I need an air bubble.
And then that music starts playing, and you have like 3. It counts down 3 seconds. I think it's closer to like 5 or 6 seconds, but it's the most intense few seconds of your childhood. At a certain point,
or like the last 30 seconds of Mario,
when that music starts, and then the music plays a little faster. And you're like, oh shit, I'm just gonna die.
You got to start over.
Yeah, because then you start trying to rush, and then you get hit by a Goomba, and it's over.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah,
and I've ever had that happen on the Game Boy, because there were no checkpoints on the Game Boy.
No.
Like when we play, like when me and my son play, like when he was in the hospital or whatever, they had these like NES controllers or whatever. Those had checkpoints. So like if we ever were just like dicking around or whatever trying to get some coin or something, it's like, oh shit, we gotta go. We'll just die, come back. Checkpoint, it's fine. No, Game Boy,
no.
It's like you can be 2 inches away from it. If you die, you're dead. You gotta start over. Oh, this is the hardest level? Too bad.
You better get used to it. You better start memorizing this shit.
I've died jumping to the flagpole.
I believe it.
Like
Like the time runs out.
Yeah, I'm in the midair and
I believe it.
Straight to hell.
What can you do? Straight to hell.
But yeah, that air bubble was iconic, like you said.
That was good.
And I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes. They did it.
So good.
Roll credits.
That's the movie.
My next, Knuckles. Idris Elba. Knuckles. What more could I say?
He was amazing.
He was so good. And you know what? Kudos to you. Chris told me Knuckles was more of like an aloof, like a buffoon kind of character, not as smart. And I never knew that about Knuckles because I just didn't know. I didn't know the backstory. I saw it in this.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey. I was like, I like this because now I know something, I didn't know before. And I was like, this is good. And I'm happy you told me that because I would have been like, this is weird.
Yeah.
But I'm happy you told me the history of it because if I would have never knew. And even Agent Stone was like, why are we bringing this idiot guy along? And I was like, he is an idiot kind of. Like he doesn't know, he's like, friends, what are those? He's so...
He doesn't know he's getting taken advantage of.
That too. And I was like, hey, wait, Chris, tell me that. I was in the theater yeah, I know stuff and I'm excited. It makes it better to know, oh, okay, that makes sense. So thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
But yeah, Knuckles was great.
He was amazing.
Yeah. And at the end, he was even better. Him being joyful, I loved it.
It was very good.
He had a good arc.
I liked him throughout I liked him throughout the whole thing, but yeah, at the end when he was just the big, goofy, older brother, I guess, of the group. Yeah. I liked it.
He was like, what do I do? Why am I angry at the ball? You're not. You just hit it with all your power. Okay. Power bomb. He hits it with his fist.
Why would I run to... Why does my quest end where it begins? What's the point of this?
Yes.
Why even do it?
Thank you.
I was like, yes, baseball is stupid, Knuckles. Let's go on. You get it.
He didn't even hit the ball with the bat. He hit it with his fist.
And then he threw that bat down and it got stuck in the fucking ground.
Even better. Even better. I love it. Because, you can't do that in baseball. It's against the rules.
Throw the bat down?
Throw the bat anywhere. You got to throw it towards your sideline. Because if you don't, it's like taunting. You don't get anything, but the next time you're up for a bat, you get a pitch thrown at your head because we don't like violence here in America. But hey, now
it's got to hit that self-righteous white ball.
Listen, same. But yeah, you get it's called bat flipping, and if you hit a home run, you cannot flip your bat. You're not supposed to. It is against the unspoken rules. That's the thing about. That's why baseball is dumb because it has so many unspoken rules that are stupid.
If you don't speak the rules, how do you expect people to know them?
Same. So there's a lot of things you aren't supposed to do, and if you do it, you get a baseball thrown at your head at 90 miles an hour.
Baseball's fucking dumb.
Same. But again, we don't like violence here.
But you know what isn't dumb? Knuckles.
Same. Agreed.
He was great. He really was.
He was great.
He looked good.
He did look good.
He looked really good. I thought Idris Elba did a good job on the voice. I thought he did the character really well.
I agree.
Because as a character, all these characters have been around for a hot minute. So everybody knows how they should be or what they're supposed to be, and I liked him. Here, because I used to read a lot of Sonic comics back in the day. I had a ton of Sonic the Hedgehog comics back in the day.
Okay.
And I thought that it really did well.
Nice.
With that, obviously characters change throughout the years. Fucking Marvel's redone a million characters a million times. But this just reminded me of that, and the game, because of course that's how it started out. They're enemies because someone's getting screwed over. Someone doesn't know that they're getting played the whole time, and then there's a last-minute betrayal, and then there's a quick changing of the teams, little turning of the tables, and then the bad guy gets hoisted by his own petard,
like always,
and it's great.
Yeah, I saw a tweet last night and I scrolled really quick because I thought I knew what they were talking about, but I didn't understand it at first. I still don't quite understand it now, but it was more of a sarcastic tweet, so I think I know. But it was for years people have wanted for so long good video game movies, and now we know the only way to get them is to make for Twitter to make their directors feel bad, or no, into bullying them into a good one. And I was like, that's a good thing though. I'm sorry, it was definitely. So I was like, maybe after thinking about it, I'm like, okay, maybe it's a sarcasm because they definitely needed to be bullied.
If the first Sonic movie had been as good as it was, but Sonic didn't look as good as he did, I don't know.
I think we would get a second one they would change it. They would have to, because I think people would not have liked it. I don't think it would have been well received.
No, because the first movie was good.
Yeah,
but the first Sonic they gave us before the movie came out did not look good. If we had that look of Sonic with that quality of the movie, though, I feel like people would have been hard pressed.
Same.
They would have been hard pressed to make up their minds. I would have.
Fair.
Because I enjoyed the movie, but the whole time I would have been like, this movie is fucking ugly at the same time.
If Keith can say, I didn't have a problem with the first one.
I say, I know you first, and that's fine.
The first Sonic is like Suicide Squad. I loved it until I was shown better.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh.
We didn't know how good we could have had it until they made it. They could have made it, and they did. And they were like, we're gonna delay the movie and we're gonna make it better. And it was a million times better.
And I'm happy we got it when we got it because it was right before the pandemic.
Yes. If it had gotten delayed any further, it might have not have.
No, it wouldn't have came out.
No, they would have had to put it on some streaming thing or something that I probably wouldn't have paid to get until I heard how good it was, and then I probably would have paid to get it. But
fair.
But yeah,
I probably would have saw it. But still, we probably would have saw it on Prime.
Yeah.
We probably would have got it.
Yeah.
It's Sonic. You gotta watch it. It's like a Super Mario Brothers movie.
I own it.
By the way, go off topic again. Me and my son were talking about that on the way home. I was like, you like it? He was like, oh, I like it. He's like, I can't wait for this Super Mario movie. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they're making one.
No. He was like, I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, well, that's I was like, that's going to be animated, though. He was like, is it? I was like, yeah, it's not going to be Chris Pratt playing fucking Mario.
Chris Pratt in some fucking overalls just running around, jumping and shit.
Yeah. He was like,
he'd have to get back into Andy Dwyer shape to play Mario.
Yeah. I was like, so, yeah. He was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah. He's like, well, it might be like both, like this one. I was like, no, because it wouldn't make any sense because Mario's a real person. So the only people who would need to be, CGI or whatever would be Yoshi and Bowser and the animals. But Mario wouldn't be. He was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. I was like, they made one for real. He was like, no.
Yes.
I was like, bro.
Yes.
And I showed him a picture. He was like, that doesn't look good. I was like, you need to watch it. I was like, bro, at least watch it before you tell me it doesn't look good. I'm like, dude, it had everything. It had Princess, had Bowser, had Yoshi.
They did have Yoshi. And
John Leguizamo.
There it is.
Come on.
Bob Hoskins.
I was like, it had everything. He was like, I was like, whatever. I mean, who would have thought in the year of our Lord 2022 that I would be defending Super Mario Bros.
We love to see it.
Same.
I love to see it.
Facts. So just to let you know, I did defend it.
There you go.
I watch it. It wasn't a bad movie.
Did it for my boy Bob Hoskins.
Same.
So I remember you enjoying it at least to some extent.
Yeah.
Because it was a campy fucking mess.
Oh, it was terrible. But also,
it was good and
so
terrible.
Star Wars Troopers.
Good and terrible.
Starship Troopers. Star Wars Troopers. Star Wars on the brain, guys.
Starship Troopers was good and terrible.
To be fair, I haven't finished Revenge of the Sith, and I'm in right before he kills Mace Windu, so I'm excited. Spoiler alert. Yeah, I had to stop it and go to work. Fucking stupid. What's better, a lightsaber fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin Skywalker, or work? We already know the answer to that question.
It's not even a
question. It's close. It's not even close.
It's not even a question.
Dang.
Everyone knows work. No.
Never. To be fair, I was at work watching it. I watched all of it up until that point, and then I had to go back to work. I was like, so I got a good 2 hours in before I had to work. To be fair, I was having a good day, and then I had to work.
Good.
Oh, it was so good. Every time I watch it, I'm like, how do you not like these movies? But whatever. Let me not talk about Star Wars. I'm gonna get upset.
People like him.
Either way, Knuckles was great.
He was amazing.
That's my like.
I agree. What's your next one?
Oh, me next?
I forget.
I'll go again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Blue Justice. Because he was doing all the Batman stuff, and I loved it. He's like, you up there doing your Batman? Blue Justice. And I loved it because I think there was even a commercial before the movie came out about him being like Batman. He's the Dark Knight. He's like, I am the hero you need and deserve. I was like, this is great. Show me this Batman movie. Oh, I'm watching it? Easy. But Sonic was great too. And yeah, it's coming out. Go. That's it. That's all I got. I got one more. But go ahead.
You only have one more like?
No. I got like 5 more.
Oh, okay.
I'm good. But you next.
The next one I have written down is Snow Dogs is the worst. Because you knew that was going to make, Keith, you and I both knew that was going to make our list. My list, at least.
I was about to say it. That's why I was like.
As soon as it happened, we both reached for our phones to like put it on the list. Because it was great. That is a classic Parks and Rec callback. And I love it. The children won't get it.
Seeing as how I just watched that episode too.
Same.
Money, please. I love it. I was ecstatic.
Same.
I was like,
because that wasn't there for the kids. That was there for us.
That was there for
you and I specifically.
There were a lot of kids.
You and I specifically. There were a lot of kids. To be fair, it is a kids' movie.
To be fair,
but that was not for the children.
Yeah, but not at 9:00 at night on a Sunday. I was like,
Maybe they don't have school tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what kids do anymore.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Maybe they go from home. I don't know.
No clue.
Same.
And I have a kid in school. I have no idea. So, but yeah, same though. That was a good. The worst.
She is the worst in the world.
With Ben falling over. Oh,
God.
I love it.
You're not pregnant? Yes, I got my life back. Hey, man, that's my sister. No, I'm just kidding. She's terrible.
Kidding. You're right.
She's a terrible human being.
R to the O to the internet.
Watson's got swagger the size of Big Ben clock. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, that was a good time. I was excited. So Sonic, Ben Schwartz, Sonic,
yes, that's
whoever,
the next one.
They're just great.
That's like a next like for me.
Oh,
Just
is
Ben
it?
Schwartz in general as Sonic is great.
So goofy. Them dancing. Just the whole. That's why I said Blue Justice. But that Blue Justice, Sonic, Ben Schwartz, the worst, the amazing. He's forever in my good graces. And of course, my fiance thinks that. Which until she said I didn't know that him and Andrew Garfield look alike.
I'm on the way over here, and it's the parking lot of 7-Eleven. I was listening to our Spider-Man No Way Home episode, and I said, to quote as best as I can remember, and I just listened to it like an hour ago, that Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was giving off big-time Ben Schwartz energy.
He was. You did to that.
And I love it.
Yeah,
I love them
same.
both.
When we watched it,
I love them both.
Yeah, when we watched it the other day, because my fiance was with us when we went to the movies, and then we watched it a couple Sundays ago. She was like, "Hey, look, it's John Ralphio." I was like, "Shut up!" I was like,
Jean Ralphio Saperstein.
Saperstein. Why do I know that name?
Well, you know what you do when life murders your Uncle Ben. You sell some of your grandma's jewelry and you go clubbing.
I've been watching some bloopers on Parks and Rec. How they film these shows, I don't know.
Same.
There's no way. Because I saw a blooper of him talking to Donna. So me and you on the dance floor, daggering, bounce, 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 bounce. All the ladies say bounce, 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 bounce. He was in the blooper. He was so close to her face. He was this close, and she was just like, "Okay." He's like, "I'm like, were you trying to?" Like he was like,
he's amazing.
He was probably touching her nose, and he was like, "Bounce, bounce, 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 bounce." That's all he kept saying. I was like, "What the fuck?" I love it. I love it. And then the one clip with Andy Dwyer talking about Kim Kardashian and it comes.
Yep.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It takes them a minute to get there.
I love it every time.
Because she got in the video, she got
come on her back.
come on her back, and there's like.
Jerry died.
I love Jerry, and you know I love Jerry.
No, but he was
that's
dying.
That's
they
amazing.
could have saved the clip if it wasn't for Jerry, of course. But he was like,
I don't know if that could have made air on NBC.
No. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. Somebody has a case of definitely not. Either.
But yeah, Ben Schwartz. I feel like this is just Ben Schwartz I like more than I like Sonic, because I do like Ben Schwartz.
I kind of agree with you.
I like him as Sonic.
No, I think
But just in general, I like Ben Schwartz.
He embodies on the screen what Sonic is.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he's not doing anything to his voice, right? Like he sounds like himself, right?
Yeah.
So
because he does there's a DuckTales reboot. He's Dewey. He's the blue one. Sounds exactly like Sonic. Same voice.
So that's what I mean. He to me is Sonic. He's not doing a voice like he's doing his voice. So like when I see Sonic, I see Ben Schwartz, and when I see Ben Schwartz, I see Sonic now, and I'm like, this is okay. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
keep it up.
That's a good association.
It's a good, absolutely, 100%, 100%.
I'd say Idris Elba and Knuckles is a good association also, because he was good.
Either way, my next like Tails.
Same.
Tails. Tails came in flying right away. I was like, oh,
Great.
love it.
Flew the plane at the end.
Got the plane.
Great. Oh.
So let me ask you this question. This is just because I'm gonna throw this episode off the hinges. Did you have an issue with Tails at all?
No.
Did you have a dislike at all
For Tails?
for anything?
For the movie?
You do?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Was it for Tails?
No.
Okay. I thought you had exclaimed at one point when Tails was when he first got on screen, he was flying, and then he took off, and I thought you were like, oh,
Like when he went fast?
yeah.
No, I was like, ooh, because
Yeah.
Tails is fast.
That's what I was-
They're all fucking fast.
So okay, hear me out.
They're not quite as fast as Sonic, but in the games, they all keep up with him.
So hear me out. That's what I was like. I was like, oh, I can't wait till he says this is a dislike because I'm a.
No.
He kept up with him in the game.
They
Like I was.
everyone keeps up in the
I
games.
was just making sure because I was like, how do you not like that? I was like,
I
okay,
liked it. I
we're
liked
gonna-
it. Tails is fast as
we're gonna
fuck,
have to
boy.
argue over Tails. Tails is my guy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Same. Seeing as how I was never Sonic, I was always the second player. So
If you give me the option, at least in the old 2D side-scrolling games, would you rather be Sonic or would you rather be Tails? I'm going to pick Tails because he can fly and he can swim in the water levels.
nice.
If you give me the option, are you going to be Sonic, Knuckles, or Tails? It's never going to be Sonic.
Oh no, for me it's always Knuckles. It's either Knuckles or I don't want to play. So
I am
I like
Knuckles or
Sonic.
I send it back.
say listen, say. But I thought you had said something. I was like, but I was like, okay.
I
let's-
definitely exclaimed. I don't recall the sound that I made,
fair,
but it was
I
not.
don't
It
either.
was not meant to be negative.
Okay, because I was like, he's fast though, right? I
Yeah,
was like, he keeps
they're
up.
all fucking fast. It's great.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
we're
no,
good,
I
we're
liked
good.
it. No.
Tails was great. Tails was great.
Tails was good.
He's like, do you know what? It's so funny. I never thought why they called him Tails. Never had an inkling because I didn't care. You tell me. Here's the. You tell me a character's name, I'm sticking with it. I'm not
Yeah,
some
honestly.
uptight critic who's like, but why is his name? I don't care. Just tell me his name. So when he was like, my name is Tails. Do you know why they call me Tails? He's like, because you have an extra tail. Nothing get past you. And I'm like, it got past me. 'Cause I did not. I was just like, a fox with two tails? I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about nature.
It's Tails.
I was like, don't they all have two tails? Don't they all have 9 tails? I don't know.
No, they don't.
Don't they all look like Vulpix? I don't know.
No, they don't.
So, yeah. So I was just like,
They
okay.
don't all have extra tails, and they don't all have a fucking pun name.
That's fair.
Miles per hour.
Is that?
That's his name.
It was.
Miles Tails is the nickname. Miles per hour. Because he's fucking fast.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah. And that's legit. That goes all the way back.
No, he
Goes
said
way
it.
back, yeah.
He said it on the baseball game.
Yeah.
He's oh wow. I heard him. I was like, hey. For some reason, I knew his name was Miles, and I didn't know why I knew that. But it's probably from the game. But I didn't know Miles.
Yeah.
These people.
Yeah.
People are just
I
amazing.
knew what they were doing way back in the day. All the way back in those 90s.
Damn. Good times, man. Good times.
Yes.
So either way, your next leg. I think it's your next leg.
My next one.
I only have 2 more.
A lot. Some of them were like real quick ones. Snowboard Sonic. I liked
So
because anymore, if there is a 3D, in some cases, if there's a 2D Sonic game, there is snowboard sequence. In, I want to say it's Sonic 3. There's a fucking snowboard sequence. Then in Sonic Adventure 2, he snowboards through a fucking town, like on a street, getting chased by a truck.
Nice.
There are often snowboard segments in Sonic games, and I was like, this belongs here. For one, they were on a fucking mountain, so I mean,
Facts.
But
You knew an avalanche was coming.
yes, and if just like in the games, in the movie, you're like, why wouldn't he just run? Because he's definitely faster than that thing if he ran. But then you wouldn't have a sweet fucking snowboard sequence.
That's fair.
Because also in the games, yeah, he'd be faster if he ran.
Yeah.
But then the game would. But then that's not even a level,
That's fair.
and it doesn't look as good.
I agree. Snowboard Sonic, Snowboard Knuckles.
There it Oh yeah, he did too. Yes.
He was like, wait a minute, I can do that too.
Like, fuck this.
He looked at the fucking robot, and punched it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, here we go. It was good. It was a good time.
Yes. You're next.
Interesting. I'm learning so much because I don't know anything. Rachel, the sister.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed her every time she was on the screen.
That's fair.
She was hilarious. And when she got out the fucking go-kart and stepped out like fucking who did that in a movie? I think Tom Cruise did that in a movie, but it was fucking great. I was like, this is great. She was fucking chasing people down on a golf cart. She fucking threw it like a boomerang knife. She was like, I found out what it's for. I was like, this is great. I thought that whole segment of them getting married and all this other stuff was actually a pretty good break from, you know, the action or something.
Okay.
It didn't really bother me at all. I loved it. I thought it was funny. But yeah, she was funny to me. She was so fucking funny. I don't know why, but she was. But also, I get it. She was like, I got a word for him, murder. I was like, hilarious. It was great. But anyway, so that was my next like. What's your next like?
My next one is another quick one. The Mean Bean Coffee Shop. Because there was a game back in the day called Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. It was like a fucking puzzle game, like a Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
You just like match color. It had very little to do with Sonic.
Yeah.
It was just matching little colored blob dudes, and you were Sonic, but you played the puzzle game, and you faced like the other fucking robot. I think you faced the robot minions of Dr. Robotnik that were from the cartoon that weren't even in. Some of them weren't even in the games. They were like just the two from the cartoon were in the game also.
Nice.
And then you got Dr. Robotnik. And I remember I played that game a lot back in the day. Not like when it originally released. I think it was on the GameCube. They did like a re-release of it. And I put so many hours into that game because it got tough. And I finally fucking beat it, and I was very proud of myself at that time. And then I went on to do absolutely nothing with my life.
That's not true.
That's fair. I do have a pretty successful podcast that I co-host.
Boom, mic drop.
No, don't.
It's fine.
Easy. That costs money.
That's fine. I've got my use out of it.
Oh my. With more to come. But that was a real quick one. I liked the name of it because they could have just not called it anything, but they made it like a reference. They made it a Sonic reference, and I was good with it.
Let's see. My last like. Spoiler alert. Shadow. I'm excited.
Yes.
For Sonic 3. And I don't know much about this person. I don't know. Honestly, I just know that on PlayStation 2, there was a Sonic racing game, and Shadow had a motorcycle. And it was sweet. And that's all I know about him. I don't know anything, and I've never seen him in a video game. Didn't watch the TV show. I know nothing of this character.
Okay.
So, bring it on.
I say I won't spoil anything for you then.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I won't. Yeah, I won't.
I think I was saying it was fine because, yeah, you're right. Don't. It's fine.
Yeah. It'll be fine if I don't.
It'll be great if you didn't.
Yeah, it'll be fine for me if I don't.
Yeah, but I'm excited for Sonic 3.
Same. Shadow. I almost said Knuckles.
Okay.
Shadow makes it on my likes list also because I figured, because like you said, I was spoiled without realizing it.
Sucks.
And it happened to me. I got spoiled on the fact that there was a credit scene. And I was like, okay, the way the movie played out, it kind of seems like Dr. Robotnik might not be back for the next one.
You don't think so?
I don't know, because they didn't. In the last one, they showed that he was still kicking it on the Mushroom Planet. Yeah. In this one, his fucking robot fell down with him in it, and he didn't show up again. They didn't have a scene. Yeah, they didn't have a scene of them like throwing him in a van or something, and him be like, "Ooh, I'll get you next time," or anything like that, or him like running off into the sunset or flying away in his little fucking egg car thing. So if he doesn't show up for the next one, we've already got our villain at this point. That's a little spoiler.
I know this person is a villain because
His name is Shadow.
Shadow, and
So,
he's
yeah.
black, so obviously not black like a person, but also who knows? Will Smith will be the voice.
I don't know. They're gonna get a real life villain. So it's gonna be. No, that'll be Chris Rock.
Oh, yeah, right. He's gonna take over for the verse of Knuckles.
Oh.
Knuckles might die in Sonic 3, guys. Somehow, some way. But yeah, so I'm just excited. I'm just excited to see where this goes because I mean they can keep making them for all I care.
They definitely could because they have enough characters. They could just keep making.
Yeah,
movies.
that's what you were saying.
There's a
I know.
ton.
Even my son was like, "What? They didn't even do the pink one yet." I'm like, he said Amy. I'm like,
Yep.
you know way more than I know.
Yeah, they say that's. I wouldn't be surprised if she's the next one. But
Yeah, I have
they
no
have
idea.
a million characters they could do.
Fair.
There's a bunch.
So, and I'm sure there's more powers that can be unlocked and shit like that. So, yeah, fair. That's fair. I mean, a game did just come out recently, so I don't know how recent, but it was on my GameFly thing. And I was like, huh. But it's like a 3D thing, so I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, there's been I think I like Sonic the character more than I like Sonic the games.
Facts.
Because some of those games are bad.
Fair.
The last
There was
one
one-
the last one I played was not good.
Was it a pinball game or
Sonic Spinball
Was that what it was called?
back in the day? Yeah.
Was that a pinball game?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of something where it was like you had to keep like turning, and it was so annoying and like felt like I was having a like epilepsy. It was just weird. Like you weren't standing still or anything. You were going forward, but you had to like navigate through like a maze or something. I don't know what it was.
I think that was one of the bonus stages from one of the
Maybe
Sonic
you're
games because
right.
it was like the red and blue orbs you had to grab.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Didn't like it. Probably because I never got to it. Though.
I think that was the bonus stage from Sonic 3. Because in Sonic 2, you were in like the half pipe, the tube, and you were running, you had to get the rings and shit.
Yeah.
And all the stuff was coming toward you. And in the third one, you were just on like a checkerboard, like a grid type thing.
Yeah.
And every time you turn, like the world, instead of you turning, like the whole world fucking turns around
Terrible.
you. Disorienting.
Terrible.
Yeah, and if you get all the orbs in the level, you get a Chaos Emerald. I did it when I was a child.
No.
Tough.
Might throw up now.
Yeah, honestly, I probably fucking would.
But yeah, those are all my likes, man.
Okay, I got a couple more.
So I'll let you.
I got a couple more.
And I know I'm gonna like it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Supersonic
Ooh. Yeah.
was a like, and it didn't get spoiled for me.
Yeah.
At a certain point, when that fucking emerald broke and all the little ones fell out, I was like, oh, it's Supersonic time and it's gonna be good. Because that's how he does it. Like, you get all the emeralds. In the games, you get all the Chaos Emeralds by doing the fucking horrifyingly tough bonus stages. And I think you had to get a certain number of rings, and then you turn into Supersonic, and you basically, like, can't be fucking touched. I think you have to grab either 50 or 100 rings, and when you grab them, you turn into Supersonic, and then your rings start, like, depleting. And when you run out, you turn back into regular Sonic. But by then, you will have probably finished the fucking level. Because you can literally just, like, fly straight ahead and just zip through the level. And anything that touches you dies. But, yeah, once I saw the emeralds, I was like, oh, Supersonic? This is going to be good. This is going to be real good. And I liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. I
good,
thought of
too.
Dragon Ball Z. I thought he looked like Goku.
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they lifted it from.
Oh, you
back,
think so?
Back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
How old is Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is from, like, Dragon Ball, which predates Dragon Ball Z, I think came out in Japan in, like, 84.
Oh, okay, so
something.
Z is like.
And Dragon Ball Z, I think, came out in, like, 87
So
or
I didn't know
88.
that.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball existed in Japan for a few years before it came to America. So all that shit, yeah, they probably saw that and were like, ooh, let's do that.
Hey, everybody else did it. George Lucas
and it
did
worked.
He did it in the 90s. He was
There
like,
you go.
I'm going to do it now.
So did they.
Fair. That's right.
But yeah, I thought Supersonic was sweet.
Yeah, he was definitely pretty good. I was excited about it. Because we like OP. Anyway, what's your...
Other than that, I wrote...
to be fair, I was like, ooh, Captain Marvel treatment. I love it. Who doesn't like the OP character? I love it so much.
Who doesn't love a blue, overpowered character?
Same. Right
Next,
on the nose.
next one. I forget what the name of the robot was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote Death Egg, but I think that was one of the levels in one of the games. The giant fucking Eggman robot that looked like the Juggernaut. I thought that was sweet.
Super sweet.
Because we saw
he did look like a Juggernaut.
Because we saw it in the trailer, and I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be good."
Was he in the trailer?
Briefly,
Didn't see it.
very briefly.
Didn't see it.
And I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be real good," and I liked it. And also the fact that Jim Carrey's making it fucking dance around.
Yeah.
And when Knuckles was like, called him out, and it was like, "I'm coming for you, bitch." He just like put his two fucking fingers on the ground and made it walk up to like run through the town up at him. I was like, this is stupid, and I love it.
It's great. It was so good.
It was very funny.
Yeah, the robot. Because what was it? When he first started taking the metal, I was like, oh, he's gonna make like a robot thing. And then it started getting bigger. I was like, is this a Megazord? I was like, holy shit, what is he doing? Because that's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, okay, why is he taking this metal? And I'm like, well, it makes sense. He's gonna make something indestructible or whatever. And then I was like, it's definitely got to be a bigger robot. I totally forgot about the Chaos Emerald. I was like, what they said, they were like, anything you think can come to fruition or whatever. I forgot about that. So when I saw it, I was like, oh man, this guy has a lot of power. That's all I thought. I didn't think. And I was like, huh. And then they came up with that robot. I was like, this is going to be good.
Actually, I'm going to add more to that. In addition to the big robot, I liked the fucking Hornet robots because from the games. And his little flying car thing from the games.
Yeah, the circle, the little egg. Yeah, that was good. You said, you're like, oh. I was like.
When it first showed up, I was like, this is good. This is what I like.
That's fair.
It's like it's in everything. Like he literally, I think, does it like he had it in the old cartoon. He had it in the games.
You got to hit it a couple times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because in the games, he would fly in it, and then it would like land in a bigger robot, and it would get turned into a fucking tank or get like a wrecking ball on it, or a drill thing or something. And he just had to jump up and bop him a couple times. It would blow up, and he'd fucking run off, or it'd fly away on fire.
Yeah, fair.
Good stuff.
Yep, and I did like all that. I didn't know about the Hornets. I don't remember a lot of the mechanical workings of the show. I mean, in the video games.
Yeah.
Again, I didn't play a lot by myself, so I don't remember a lot. I just remember being the character.
Yeah, like 90% of the enemies were like robot animals.
Yeah, but I only see. So I remember that. I don't remember anything flying though. Nope. But again, I probably didn't make it to that level. So there's that. But I thought they looked great.
Yeah.
First off, reminded me of Man of Steel, that little thing that came with the ship. I was like, ooh, these are terrible. Then when he fucking used it to destroy all the other robots, hilarious. Sonic, when he got
he jumped out, like, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, he was like, beep, beep, beep. And I was like, this is great.
Yes.
And then when they first came out, he's like, oh, that's new. And I was like, it is new. But no, they were great. The robots were amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, God, dude, they were so good.
I liked it.
I like the fact that Sonic can catch missiles and throw them back. So that's just like one of the best parts.
Fast as fuck.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Boy.
Either way, what else you got?
The last thing I wrote was the end credits. Because that was fucking sweet. The way they did the credits with like it just looked like the old games.
Oh yeah,
It looked like old pixel graphics, but it looked better because it was like cleaner.
For sure.
It looked so good. It basically like did the whole movie in that, and I like this. This looks great.
Yeah, it was really good, especially when they were running together and stuff.
When he was running behind the van from the beginning, and he was like fucking bumping it, and just kept like taking damage, and it fucking blew up. And then they were on the plane, and Jim Carrey did the fucking Dr. Robotnik run from the game, and it was like had his fucking arms like flailing behind him, and it was so good.
Yeah, I thought it was actually really good. I agree.
Great.
It was actually a good sequence because I saw you write it down, and I was like, well, he wrote it. I was like, I didn't feel like writing anymore at that point.
Let the nerd do the work. I gotcha. I will.
Yeah, nerd. Yeah, fair.
You know, nerd culture is so mainstream now that when you use the term derogatorily, you're the one who's out of the zeitgeist. Oh my God, this is why people call you a nerd.
Was that Ben?
Yes.
Oh my God. But it's also true. He's not wrong.
Yep.
So, because I was watching The Birdman, is his name, and he talks about CinemaSins and how trash they are now, because they are. And his satirical views. I don't know what he's about. But anyway, the CinemaSin guys, I don't know what he's about. But he used that one. There was something happening in a movie. Somebody was explaining something, so you can know something. And he spliced that with a clip of Homer Simpson. Nerd!
I love that clip.
He goes, Jeremy, aren't you a nerd? He was like, and also, nerd culture has been the main culture for a long time now. I think they were talking about Star Wars. He's like, you can't come into our culture and then start calling us names. That doesn't make any sense. And I was like, fair. I was like, absolutely, he's absolutely right, 100% right. Because I like something, it's fine. But then don't critique what I like. And don't tell me you like it now, too, and you're not a nerd. You have to be a nerd to like it. So, or how about keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth? Either way.
I will.
I will. Let's see.
I will now.
Dislikes. I don't have any. So
I have one.
Let's go with Chris with the one dislike.
Okay. I wrote the wedding.
Flossing?
I wrote the wedding stuff. Damn it. Because, like you said, it was a fun break from everything, and I did enjoy some of it. Mm-hmm. But I felt like it kind of went on for a while.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I just feel like it kind of went on.
Which part? When she was talking to him? Like when they made up?
Honestly, a little bit of everything. Because after that, it's not like they even went back to them.
Yeah, they never did.
Because they didn't show up again in the movie.
Not even a little bit.
And I feel like I would have liked it. I would have disliked it less. I may not necessarily liked it more, but I would have disliked it less if they went back to it at some point.
That's fair.
Like show them together near the end or something. Because they literally did not appear in the film after that segment of the movie was over.
I agree. You were completely right.
And I didn't hate when like the sisters were like teamed up and they were using Tails as gadgets. Mm. I didn't hate it, but also I didn't love it because I just wanted more Sonic and Tails and Knuckles.
Fair.
And I was like, this is their movie. Like
you always say, like we always say, humans ruin everything.
Yeah, I was like, the people are the least entertaining part of this movie.
Fair.
Like I said, Jim Carrey notwithstanding, because Jim Carrey is always going to be one of the most entertaining parts of any movie, even if he's not in it. I just was like, okay, I haven't seen Sonic in a minute.
I hear that. I agree. It was a little bit longer than I expected it to be, but yeah, I don't know. I just because she made me laugh so much, I didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, but then it did make me laugh, and it was I did like it, but it wasn't what I wanted at the time. I wanted more of the characters.
I thought it was a little long. I didn't dislike it because she made me laugh. But I did think it was a little long because I was like, okay, well, what's going on with them? And then right as soon as I thought that, they went back. So I didn't.
That's fair.
I didn't think it. If I would have thought it beforehand, I would definitely agree with you. I thought it at the time. I was like, okay, this isn't a love story. Because we didn't see any cartoon characters. We didn't see anybody who was central to the film.
Yeah.
It was the sister and her fiance who were. And then when they kissed, they went back to Sonic. And I was like, okay, cool. And we're done with that. We're good.
And they introduced that like government agency, which I think is in the games and stuff, and like is probably going to figure heavily into the next movie also, because like they figured into the movie because Jim Carrey used their fucking machines to build this giant robot.
Yeah.
But
he was working with them in the first one.
Yeah. And they like formed their own little thing, and then that. Yeah. But there were parts of it that I did enjoy.
That's fair.
When they were playing their fucking volleyball game. And Cyclops kept getting spiked on, and they cut to the other team. And it was seemingly like him alone versus like 5 muscle men,
right?
And these like 3 other losers were just like watching him get his ass beat,
right?
And he was like, I can't win them all, and they were like, you can't win any of them,
right? I was like, you guys.
I was like, they could help him. They could help him.
And then the greatest part was when I was like,
when he like jokingly, Cyclops like jokingly flexes his arms because all these dudes are like, oh yeah, like come on, bro, we're gonna like drink and shit.
Power yoga.
Yeah, they're power yoga, and Cyclops like jokingly flexes his fucking arms, and like both of his fucking shirt sleeves almost exploded because his arms are huge.
He had 52-inch pythons.
Yes, brother. Yes, and, like he flexes it, and I was like, this man is not in any sort of bad shape at all.
Right.
It was just he was just simply fucking outnumbered.
He was
5-1.
Here's the thing. I knew they were some bros because they cut to them doing push-ups and shit. I was like, ugh.
After just playing probably admittedly
easy volleyball game.
phone it in game of volleyball.
But I was like, the one guy was doing push-ups upside down, like a headstand. I was like, I would not enjoy that. No. I already know I wouldn't enjoy that. No. There's a lot of things that come with that kind of behavior. One rhymes with grape, and I'll leave it at that. Sorry.
Drapes?
Yes.
Crepes.
Window treatment.
Crepes. They're French.
Just say crepes. What are crepes? Those are little pancakes we had this morning.
You like pancakes?
I love those.
Let's say you like pancakes.
But these colors don't run.
Break it.
Break it, Frenchie.
Break it. Yeah, that was my only dislike. And it wasn't like a huge dislike.
Terrible Will Ferrell. I'm glad we can laugh about that together. That's a good time. I fucking hate that guy.
Will Ferrell? Yeah, same. Hey!
Got him. Yeah. That's it, though. That's the dislike. So let's... what's the next segment?
Where would we put the Stan Lee cameo? No, sorry, wrong movie.
Dude, so many different places.
Wrong movie, sorry.
So many different places.
As Dr. Robotnik, done.
Dr. Robotnik.
As Sonic.
Uh-oh, I'm going to get fired. Yeah. Stan Lee doing the floss. Get out of here.
Aw.
Oh, man. Good times.
Don't make me come down there.
How's your mother?
How's your mother doing?
Either way, Slushie Meter.
Okay.
I'll let you go first.
I'm going to go 4.
Okay.
I'm going to give this movie a solid 4.
Nice.
Actually, no. 4.5.
4.5, okay.
Book it.
Locked in?
Yep.
Final answer.
My final answer, Regis.
Reg.
Raj. Mr. Raja.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Nice.
It was too good for me. It was just super good, and I'm gonna say it was better than the first one.
Okay.
And I know I gave the first one a 5, so 5.
See, I don't remember what I feel like I might have also.
I don't know what you gave it either,
but I did really like.
I'm pretty
both
sure I
of
gave
them, honestly.
Because there was nothing else. There was nothing I don't remember disliking for the first Sonic. To be honest,
I don't think I had any dislikes for the first one.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So I think I gave it a 5 because of that.
I probably did also.
And this one was way better. And Knuckles and Robotnik made it both better. And then Tails,
they killed it, honestly. Like all the new characters killed it.
Solidified it for me.
Which can be tough to do, I think, in some cases.
It can be. But
not in this case.
Not in this
great.
case.
Everybody I enjoyed all of it.
It was good. Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Nice.
And then, yeah. That's it.
On a setup another like.
What's that?
When he was playing TSA, I had them walk through his fucking walk through his metal detector with his little spatch. He's like, terrible shirt detected. I was like, this is hilarious.
Before all that, he goes, welcome to Sonic Airlines, the fastest way to get to your portal, hyperdimensional portal. We're now calling groups 1 and 2. Ma'am, you're in group 3. 1 and 2.
Let him get out
Anybody left?
Let him get out of his system.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can board. I was like, oh my God. Oh, that's definitely off a movie, and I don't know what it's off of.
Terrible shirt detected.
I'm pretty sure it's Meet the Fockers. I'm pretty sure it happened because you've seen that movie.
I've seen the first one. I don't know if I've seen Meet the Fockers. Or no, I
Meet the Parents. Sorry, Meet the Parents.
Yes, I've definitely seen Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents, not Meet the Fockers. Meet the Parents. When he kind of like breaks up with his girl and they like kick him out, and he's going.
That's the movie where he says bomb on an airplane, right?
It's right before that.
Okay.
He goes, groups A, downboarding, and he goes up like, sir. And he's the only one on the plane. Like, only one trying to. I'm pretty sure it's Meet the Parents, but he's like, he's so pissed off too. He's just like, She's like, Group B. Now they're resting, boy. It's so annoying, and they do that too. And I get. Well, to be fair, the last couple times I flew, that was Group 1. So it is what it is, you know. Balling.
Yeah, then you get to wait on the plane.
Yeah,
Instead of waiting on the outside. I'd rather be waiting in my seat than waiting standing.
Fair. So. Unfortunately, though, until the plane gets in the air, there is no actual air coming through the plane. It gets really stuffy, and I fucking hate it. So, but yeah, I don't want to get on last when there's no assigned seating. So,
there's flights without assigned seating?
Facts. Maybe not.
That sounds...
I could be lying. But I'm pretty sure it used to be back in the day. I don't want to blame it all on 9/11.
See some blood. Sure they didn't help anything.
Either way, yeah, let's keep it nice and simple at 120. Easy peasy. That was Sonic 2. Electric Boogaloo. 5 for me, 4.5 for Chris. Great movie all around. Go see it.
I could be convinced to give it a 5.
It's okay. It's okay. You could have gave it a 4 like you're about to. It's fine. I'm cool with it.
No, it deserved better than a 4.
I agree.
So it got it.
I agree. I thought it was funny because I thought you said you were about to give it a 4 and you changed 4.5, and I thought about it.
You think I was going to go down?
No. No.
Okay.
There's no. Could you? With one dislike,
no.
That would be a travesty.
No. Would have been a
we need a recount. There's going to be an insurrection in this basement.
My goodness.
It's just me spray painting the hidden word on the wall.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I just thought of Hulk Hogan. God damn it. Sorry. I forgot what I was saying now. Either way, that's it. That's how we're going to close it. Make sure you follow us on all the likes. Because anything else? Yeah, that's all I got. I don't care. All right, this has been Keith
and Chris.
We'll see you for Sonic 3 Jubilee.